So this year, a Jumanji sequel is coming out called Jumanji Into the Jungle. And I've watched the trailer. It looks like a good film. The fact that Jack Black is in it alone has me excited. That being said, like most people, I'm a little bit tiffed at the Jumanji branding of this film because it really does not look like Jumanji. I mean, I'm basing this off what I've seen in the trailer, of course, but based on the trailer, it does not look like Jumanji. And even though it has the same basic premise of the original Jumanji film, that doesn't mean it needs to be associated with it in any way. Case in point, 2005, Zathura. It was essentially, and thankfully, a debranded Jumanji sequel. The worst part about this movie coming out is that because it has been branded as a Jumanji sequel, it means that a real Jumanji sequel will probably never be made now. I never expected a real Jumanji sequel to ever be made, but I've always kind of hoped for one, because Jumanji is one of my favorite films. I always kind of imagined a Jumanji sequel being with Judy and Peter playing, because last time it wasn't their game. They were joining in to Alan and what's-her-name's game. And so they have no memory of any of that. But this time I kind of figured it would be, you know, them playing the game, and they're older now, and then you've got Alan and whatchamacallit, Sarah. Couldn't think of her name. Alan and Sarah are the ones joining in this time around. Now, I know that the game was, spoilers if you haven't watched the video before. I don't know what all that hand movement was about. You know, it's like, anyway, spoilers. I know that at the end of the movie, Jumanji, like the old Jumanji movie, the game was tossed in a river and it ends up on a beach. But Peter and, now I want to call her Sarah instead of, what's her name? I can't think of the other one's name. Anyway, Peter and his sister, they could easily have gone to that beach on a family vacation and found the game. So it wouldn't be unrealistic to have them in a sequel playing the game. It even kind of makes sense that they would find the game since they already have a connection to it. With Robin Williams dead and the actors who played Peter and Judy all grown up now, obviously a whole new cast would be needed, which is a bit sad, but they just waited too long to make a sequel. Still, I think it could work if the right people were chosen for the roles. Anyways, I am very excited about this new Jumanji movie. I just would have preferred that it was not associated with the Jumanji brand. I still hold out a bit of hope that maybe one day a proper Jumanji sequel will be made, but I think it's far more likely that we will see a reboot eventually. Which would not be awful either, I mean. But yeah, if you haven't seen the original Jumanji film, it's a must-watch, and yeah. And I think it's December of this year, December 2017, I think is when the new Jumanji Into the Jungle comes out, something like that.